Welcome back to 12 Days of Self-Love. This is day 3. On day 1, I talked to you about being in the present moment. And in day 2, I talked about bringing laughter into your life. Today, I want to talk to you about self-compassion. In our world, it's so easy to give compassion to others, but when it comes to ourselves, we don't do it often enough. So in this spirit of giving this holiday season, I want to encourage you to give yourself the gift of compassion. What does that mean? First of all, it means being kind to yourself. And a lot of times we could be our worst critic. I know that I always have been in the past. And I beat myself up about a lot of things and think that I'm not doing something good enough, or I need to put more energy into something. But the truth is, the holidays can be very stressful for many people, including myself. And so just acknowledge the space that you're in and be kind in those moments when things may not be going right for you. Another way that you can show yourself self-compassion is to nourish your body. When you're eating all the wrong foods, a lot of junk foods, too much alcohol, maybe fried foods or processed foods, it really does affect your mental capabilities. It affects your energy. It affects your positive space that you could want to be in. And so eating the right foods during the holiday season, I know can be tough because there's a ton of parties going on, lots of sweets and things that people are baking. And it's a time of year to treat yourself for these things, right? But really to show yourself some compassion, especially to your physical body, is to be kind to it. And to be kind to it means to give it things that will actually nourish it and bring you nutrients and energy instead of draining you and making you feel tired and maybe have lack of clarity. The other thing that you can do to show yourself compassion is to rest. During the holiday season, there's a ton of things going on, hustle and bustle, maybe a ton of things going on at work. But I ask you, please, whenever you have a moment, rest. And it doesn't mean just getting sleep. I mean kicking your feet up, reading a book, sitting and watching, a good show where you could be relaxing. Spending quality time with family where you're not exerting so much energy, but just really spending time together. That also adds to your rest and brings energy back into yourself instead of draining the energy from you. The other thing that you can do for self-compassion is to remember that you aren't perfect. So be okay with making mistakes. In fact, allow yourself to make mistakes. And just know that when you do make those mistakes, that you need to learn from them. If you're in a space of grief and loss, and you're missing your loved ones, I ask you to also acknowledge the space that you're in. That shows your self-compassion. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to be sad. And know that you don't have to always show happiness and joy just because it's the holidays. In fact, I've learned that happiness and sadness can actually coexist together. And if you're someone that grieves, you know this very well. So allow your sadness to sit together with those happy moments when you're reminiscing about your loved one, but missing them at the same time. So those are a few things that you can do to show yourself compassion. There's so much more that we're going to talk about as we move through the 12 days of self-love. If you're ready to dive into your self-love journey, I'm excited to bring everybody that is ready for this a huge discount on my self-love coaching program. It's a 90-day program. I'm giving 75% off during the time that I'm giving you these 12 days of self-love. So we're day 3, so we've got, I think, 9 days left. So I invite you to direct message me, click on my website and fill out the form to contact me. It'll come to my email. If you know my phone number, give me a call. I'd love to work with you on your self-love journey, self-love transformation. You don't have to wait until the new year. There's no better time to get started on this, and especially now that the offer is on the table for having such a huge discount. So I'd be honored to go through this journey with you guys. So let me know. Giving yourself the gift of self-love is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. So until my next tip, I will talk to you soon. Take care.